Welcome to Tennis Spin, where we put our spin on your tennis. Today, I see so many people just hanging out on the court every day, and
they got a lot of free time.
They got a lot of free time swinging that bad forehand that just keeps getting worse and worse the more they play. That's what I'm talking about. Stay tuned. Sky, great playing today, man.
Thanks. Good hitting.
Oh, thank you.
My arm doesn't feel right.
Uh-oh. Interesting. I got something. Hang on. See? I don't feel a thing.
Wow. My arm doesn't feel a thing. Feels great.
See? I told you.
All right, Harry. One more shot. I'm going to go real big. This is great. Yeah.
All right, so a couple things of how the subject even came up. I was at the court. I was just kind of sitting there waiting for my game, my partner, and I watched this
Were you holding the court waiting for your partner?
No, I was off to the side.
Okay. So you would have given the court if somebody showed up?
Oh, for sure.
Okay,
for
just
sure.
checking.
For sure. But I saw this person roll out a ball machine.
Wow.
And it was a woman. Not that it really matters, but she literally just hit the button, literally a flat ball down the middle to the forehand as hard as the machine will do it. And
Really?
She's doing chicken wing, like literally. And then she loads it up again, chicken wing, like just kind of shorting.
Did she have an arm brace on?
Yeah, she
Elbow
did.
brace? Okay.
Yeah, she did.
You're going to need that.
And I'm like, I wanted to say something, but I'm like, I was just shaking my head. But I feel like people like that just keep practicing, and I don't think they're really learning anything. And they're just practicing the wrong way, but they won't give it up. I also see a lot of beginners like wanting to play forever. They'll play 5 hours a day. They'll play 6 hours a day. They'll play doubles, sets after sets after sets. And then I'll be like, how's your game? It's okay. You know, I'm just working on this. And then after they play and they have a bad day on the forehand, they're like, oh, I want to practice more forehands. And they'll be spending another hour on the ball machine with the forehand. You know, it's like, when do you stop? When do you actually, like, when does it not help is what I'm trying to say. Because I feel like in my own personal experience, whenever you do that, it doesn't really help you. I feel like it helps more when you go home and kind of let it sink in, think about what you did, like refresh the body, get some sleep, come out the next day and see if things change and you have a different outlook on everything. I mean, what's your thought on all this?
Well, I agree with you there, but at the same time, if somebody wants to go, hey, I'm lifting my head up, right. I want to hit on this, I'm going to go hit 50 balls on the machine and just focus on keeping my head down. Mm-hmm. Great. If there's something specific you're trying to fix, like the chicken wing one, I mean, that's painful.
Right.
So if she was out there trying to fix her follow through or extend through the ball and not just use her arm, okay, I can see why she's trying to do that. Or some people want to video it, right? So video so you can see how you look. That's really helpful.
Right.
So I think you get to the saturation point where you're trying so hard you can't improve. You need a break. You need like a rain day or two to just like take a step back, come back, refreshed, energized, excited to play again, and kind of take a breath and just reset.
But try telling them that, though. I feel like they want to fix the problem right now.
Well, we are in the right now society of life where everything has to happen now. You can pull your phone out and get what you want right then and there. Mm-hmm. You can order what you want and it'll show up the next day.
Or earlier.
Or earlier, whatever. But So, patience.
Tennis isn't like that, though.
You don't get it overnight. You have to work, but you have to work doing the right things and understand it's going to take time and be okay with that.
Right.
And as long as you're enjoying it and having fun, you're going to want to keep playing and improving, and the joy will keep you wanting to get better, to play more, but not to overdo it.
Right. I mean, think about when, like, your kid or yourself was 5 years old, right? What's the, like, focus point? Like, how long are they going to be out there with you for? How long can they, pay attention to what you're trying to do, especially on a tennis court? Most people tell me 30 minutes, and it's mostly just hand-eye coordination.
Correct.
And then they kind of lose their focus.
Well, you want them to want to play more. You
Correct.
don't want them to leave, it was hot, I'm tired.
Right.
You want to keep dangling the carrot so that you would rather them play a little bit each day
Right.
than play, and I try to tell that to people like who want to go out with their kids and catch up and make up for, I haven't been able to get out with them, so now I'm going to go spend 2 hours. And you're like, no, just, hit for 45, leave 15 where they want to come back.
Right.
You would rather them saying, no, one more serve or one more shot.
Right.
Okay, then, can we go? Can we go? Can we go?
Right. At the 1 hour plus range, you're already stretching it. And I feel like the longer you go, the less they're going to want to be out there next time, is what I've seen.
And it depends. You're talking juniors versus adults.
Well, I'm talking about 5-year-old.
So,
I'm talking about
5-year-old.
That's... And it's better if...
And you don't even have to go to the court with a 5-year-old. You can
true.
You can bump it back and forth in the driveway. You can pass it back and forth, just rolling it, dragging it, pushing it, carrying it, dribble, any of those things.
And I like that the kid wants to keep going, right? You want them to keep going. You want them to drag you out there versus you dragging them.
Correct.
Now, as an adult, though, you're dragging yourself out there and you're trying to get better. Now, I think if you play 2-3 hours, that's great. And you still want to keep doing it, that's great. But I feel like you called it diminishing returns. Is that 4th hour going to do anything? Is that 5th hour really going to do anything? Your body's already tired. You're mentally probably drained. Your strokes are probably broken down. Like, what more can you really gain? Like, I'm almost...
Time away from wherever you could be.
Right.
Time away from home or time... You're just killing time? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you've got nothing else better to do, but I feel like if you were out there that long and you played like 2 more sets in the 4th and 5th hour, I'd like to bet that you're probably not going to play well if you're already having a bad day.
And it can depend if you have a competitive set or you're rotating and then the next set's an easier set and then the last set, you're like, these are 3 other really good players. I want to play with them.
Right.
That's usually where...
Well, that's social doubles or social tennis.
Yeah.
Then that's a little different.
But then you kind of get dragged into that next set because you don't want to leave because then 3 other guys can't play.
Right.
Or women.
Exactly. So. But, I mean, that's kind of like just having an extra drink at the bar, I feel like. But for those who take it more seriously, I mean, I don't think they're getting anything out of it. Like, literally, like, stop wanting to hit. Just make yourself that 5-year-old kid who wants to come back out and learn and play more, right? Refresh yourself.
Don't overdo it is what we're trying to say.
Exactly. It's just a game. Everybody seems to take it so serious out there. Well, I don't want to say everybody, but some people do. And as long as you're having fun, I think everybody else has fun with you. So don't over practice. Save your body, save your mental state, and just smile. Say nice shot. It's after all, it's just a game. Okay, Coach Rob, any final words?
I think you hit it on the head there, Harry.
Oh, I rarely do that because I'm looking at the birds flying by most of the time.
Well, keep your head down. Enjoy watching the ball longer.
Okay. That's my problem. See, look, 5 hours, I'm still not watching the ball, right? Right? You got to refocus. Get back to the next morning and rewatch the ball. Okay? Guys, thank you for watching Tennis Spin, where we put our spin on your tennis.